Jason, you still there?
I'm here, Jacque.
Okay. Reggie?
All right. I was talking, guys, and I had myself muted.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, man, you went blank there.
All right. So let me start over. All right. So, again, my name is Reginald Smith, and I am the founder of the Unit of Prosperity. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's live prospecting call. Tonight, Jacque Morris is going to be making live dials to prospects. He is a master closer, a master prospector. So you're going to see what he do to connect with prospects and be able to eventually close prospects into his business. Now, to everyone that's on this call, everybody is invited pretty much. You still have time to tell your teammates about this call and share the call and this information with people, because this is a necessary skill that you need to be able to build your business, and it's only going to make you better in the long haul. This is actually one of my favorite ways to building my business, because you can get in the game immediately without having to know all these super duper ninja tactics as far as marketing is concerned to generate a lead. So pretty much you purchase a lead, call the lead, connect with the lead, close the lead. It's really simple. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the call over to Jason and Jacque and let them go ahead and get started what we're going to be doing here tonight.
Okay, absolutely, Reginald. Again, folks, my name is Jason. I'm actually with UOPleads.com. That's the source that is providing the leads for this evening's call. I encourage you to get over there. Again, it's www.UOP, as in Unit of Prosperity, leads, LEADS.com. Now, when you get over to the website there, you're going to see we have a variety of different lead products that we've made available to you. Take a look at what you want to do is click on the lead product tab, and it's going to pull up a full description on the right-hand side. So take some time, go through those lead products, read the descriptions, and, of course, pick out the one that you feel is going to be best suited to yourself. Now, if you have any questions, again, take advantage of contacting us direct. You can reach us through the toll-free number there on the website. At the end of the call here, I will give out my cell phone. I've been doing this for a little under 14 years, so there's a good likelihood that I could possibly help you out, whether it's, approach, leaving messages. There's a variety of different things that you're going to learn through the series of calls that we're going to be doing. Obviously, Jacque being a master caller, did an absolutely standout job last week, so I'm pretty excited to hear what he brings to the table again here tonight. But, take advantage of the resources that is being made to you. As Mr. Stinson said, leads are just one source of building your business. The bottom line is talking to people about your opportunity is going to help you grow your business. Now, obviously, if you're with DSD, it's a unique business model in that you don't necessarily need to recruit to make money, and you can make a lot of money by not recruiting, but by all means, you can certainly grow a very large organization, and as many have done within the team. And this is simply, again, one way to do that. There's a variety of different options out there for you, but we encourage you to take a look at it. Continue to join the call here every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We'll continue to get the message out there, but we encourage you to invite all of your business associates. Because what it comes down to, we're going to be learning, of course, from Jacque, and down the road as we invite more people to make dials on these leads, we encourage you to ask questions, because, when you ask questions, not only are you learning, but the rest of the group is learning, and that's really what we want to bring to the table here for you guys, is give you an opportunity to learn a new skill and, learn by others and questions that others have. It's just a great atmosphere that we're really excited to be a part of and be able to bring to the table for you guys. So we certainly appreciate you being here tonight. Jacque Morris is going to be dialing on the phone verified lead. So if you get over to UOPleads.com, and you actually see when you get to the home page here, we've extended the promotion where you can get up to 20% more leads with this particular lead product. I'll just give you a real brief explanation of how it's generated, and then I'll go ahead and turn the call over to Mr. Morris. Again, it's the phone verified interview lead. So these are folks that have initially responded to what I would call a general home business opportunity advertisement. So they were out there, they're doing their due diligence and research in home-based business. They respond to one of our advertisements, request information. What we do is, in turn, we take that inquiry and get that to the hands of our call center. Now we have our live agents actually calling these prospects to verify that they are, in fact, interested in information about making money from home. We confirm that they are open to receiving a call from someone such as yourself that offers information about a business opportunity. So we really try to get them through that qualification process as much as possible so that when you're calling them, the person's not taken by surprise. Now, again, just to set expectations for those of you that are new to lead calling, expectations is really important because, you can contact people, and even though we know they go through a certain process, you may find that you get hung up on, or maybe they have a few choice words for you, or, there are some not so favorable scenarios that you can encounter during this process. But what I want to encourage you to keep in the back of your head is that it's absolutely nothing personal. They don't know you from anyone. It's nothing that you did or didn't do. There's just, unfortunately, some people out there maybe woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you just happen to encounter them on that day. So, granted, there's going to be some great conversations like we had last week. I'd love to get an update from you, Jacque, here. If you could do that, that'd be great. But there's going to be some great prospects that we're able to connect with and get them to the information that we want them to view. And there's going to be some folks that maybe aren't so pleasant. But again, just to reiterate, that's all part of the game. As you develop your skill set here, your skin kind of gets thickened, and you build and build and build and grow, and you eventually get to a point where it becomes second nature, like Mr. Morris here tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. And if you'd like to give us an update on last week's call and obviously give an overview of what we're going to get into this evening, Jacque, we'd love to hear from you, my friend.
Okay, very well. So first and foremost, I want to welcome everybody to the call this evening, tell you a little bit about my story, who I am and what I do, and then share some of my success with you as well as what to expect this evening on the call. As you may have heard, I'm Jacque Morris here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 39 years of age, and I reside here with my beautiful wife that I've been married to for 11 years and my 3 wonderful children. And I've actually been in the home-based business industry itself ever since I was a teenager. However, back in 2001 was the first time that I was really introduced to phone prospecting and connecting with leads on the phone. So I had a mentor, and I've seen him build a 6-figure a year business, literally within about 4.5 months, strictly using the telephones. And when I seen him do it, I told myself that, hey, if that's all it takes, picking up the phone, then surely I could do that and be successful also. Well, I didn't really understand that it took a lot more than that, and more so what I found out when it comes to the phones, it really boils down to an individual's mindset, because it's not a natural thing to really want to pick up the phone and call complete strangers. However, if you really have the objective to make a friend, then you can see that most people are pretty comfortable with you, and they're only going to be as comfortable with you as you actually are with yourself. So just to share some of my phone experience and success, I actually started here with DSD back in December of last year, so that was 2013. And within 27 days, I enrolled 101 people. And the primary tool that I used during that time period was the telephone. Since then, I've actually, over the course of 9.5 months, brought in more than 300 people, and I've built an organization of over 1,900 people. And again, my favorite tool and resource to use is the phone, just simply because I love connecting with people. I love hearing their voices. I love hearing their stories. And when I'm able to do that, my objective is to make a friend with individuals. So things are going well, and I know not everybody on the line this evening is necessarily with DS Domination. However, the thing that I really want you to take away from the call is the fact that you can pick up the phone, you can call people, and you can bring them into any business as long as you do it in the proper way. And that's what I'm going to share with you this evening. So as far as our call last week, I know some of you were on that call, some of you were not. There was one gentleman that he was a really, really good prospect, said a lot of good things. Haven't been able to get back in contact with him. Only reached back out to him one time. Another gentleman that was a fairly decent prospect, he was a Marine. I contacted him, and he said that he was having some issues with his phone and that he had tried to get back in contact with me, but for whatever reason, you know, the dial was not coming through. So long story short, he was saying that he is now working 14 hours a day on his job and that he would get back with me in the future once his schedule lightened up. So he pretty much disqualified himself, and that's something that I look for. You know, if somebody's working 14 hours a day and that's something that they want to continue to do, more power to them. If they're not willing to take the 9.5 minutes out of their schedule and time to take a look at what we have to offer. And then there was another lady that I spoke with last week. She had very, very low energy. She had the grandkids were around. Well, I spoke to her, actually gave her a call back and spoke with her, and her energy was a lot better. Her outlook, her reason for being motivated as far as doing a business was pretty good. And so she's actually taking a look at the information now. I found out that she has 3 older kids, and, you know, she previously worked at Walmart. She's in school pursuing a business management degree, and I found a lot of this information and details out in less than 5 minutes. And so as you listen to me on the call this evening, I make it my objective not to overextend myself or overextend my welcome on the first call. Usually somewhere in the neighborhood of about 3 to 5 minutes or less, unless I feel like this person is really not qualified to work with me in my business, and then at which point you'll notice I'll try to get off the phone really quick. I do not have a script that I follow. Some of you, I made my ebook available, which has scripts, and it has my agenda in there. And essentially my agenda on a telephone call is to, first and foremost, connect with the person. Second thing that I want to do is essentially build a rapport. Then I want to see if they're a good fit for my business, my team, and or our industry. And then after that, I'll essentially provide them information, and in one way or another try to schedule a follow-up. A lot of times I like to have individuals call me back. However, I'm not opposed to calling other people back because the fortune is in the follow-up, and you want to make it a goal to follow up and follow through because you want to collect a decision. It's either yes or no. It's really that simple. The more no's you can collect, the quicker you can get to the yeses. When you get to the yeses, then you get to your new business team members and partners. So, Jason, that's about it right now. If we can go ahead and start dialing, I'll start talking.
Okay, Jacque, sounds good. Thanks for the overview. Definitely appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to hop over and add the call. One moment.
Okay. Also, just to let everybody know, as we're going through some of the various calls and I'm speaking to different prospects, I am taking notes on the calls, and I simply do this on a pen and paper versus my computer initially, so that way they can't hear me typing real fast and real hard on the keyboard in the background. On some of the calls, I'll leave some messages, and then in between some of the calls, I'll explain why I said or didn't say certain things to some of the prospects, so that way, again, you can understand my mindset behind prospecting.
Okay, Jacque, I'm back. You ready to roll?
Ready to rock and roll.
Here we go.
And we're going to go here to about 8:45, then open up the lines for questions.
Jacque, voicemail or no voicemail?
No on this one.
Okay.
Please leave your message for
butcher that person's name.
I don't blame you.
Hello, Seth?
Yeah.
Hello, Seth?
Yeah, it is that.
Oh, okay, man, I can barely hear you. I'm going to take it you're on a cell phone, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Seth, let me do this because I can barely hear you. Let me try to give you a call back. Okay, this is Jacque giving you a call in Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you a call back.
I'm sorry, but the person you called. You have reached the voicemail box of 2.
Jacque, you just let me know if you want to leave a voicemail message for any of the prospects.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just trying to get somebody on the phone as quickly as possible. Hello, DeAndre.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going? It's Jacque out
Hello?
here in Atlanta. Yes, DeAndre.
Oh, what's going on?
Not too much, my man. This is Jacque out here in Atlanta. How you doing this evening?
All right, all right.
That's good. Now, DeAndre, you may or may not recognize my name. You know, it just really depends on how active you've been on the Internet. But let me tell you why I'm actually giving you a call this evening. Then you let me know if the conversation needs to proceed forward. Does that sound fair?
Yes.
Okay, great. DeAndre, I'm actually getting back to you with some information that you had requested with reference to starting and building a business from home via the Internet. Is that something that you're still seriously taking a look at?
Yes. It was yeah, they asked me to give them $4.95 or something. I didn't have no money on the card at it. I mean, right now.
Okay. All right, you said they asked for $4.
Yeah, I really want to do that though.
Excuse me?
I said I do really want to do that, but I just have to get some money on my card.
Okay. All right, well, let me do this. If this is a good time for you, I'd just simply like to ask you a few quick questions so I can get a feel for what you may or may not be looking for. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, let me ask you, what actually has you in a position that you're seriously taking a look at building a business online? Why are you wanting to
Because
do
I'm
that?
disabled. I'm disabled, you know, collect Social Security. I can't really, too much work out in the field like that. but I could, I'm trying to be computer literate, and that kind of caught my eye. I was just wondering if I could do it or not.
Okay, well, yeah, I was going to say this is definitely something that you would be able to do. Again, if you don't mind me asking, what type of work have you done in the past?
Like in-home support work. I did a lot of construction work, but mostly I did like nursing, in-home support, stuff like that, working with elderly people.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And DeAndre, what type of income are you accustomed to generating?
Probably like eight a month. That's all I'm getting right now.
So that's 800, 8,000, 800,000,
Yeah,
8 million?
800.
Talk to me, brother.
No, just 800. Just 800.
Okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool. 800. All right, so if I could show you a way to replace that $800 income that you're currently generating and help you to do that probably somewhere in the time frame of about 60 to 90 days, just depending on how extensively you apply yourself, how soon would you be looking to get started if the investment were $19.95?
Like next month. Like
Next
well,
month?
the 3rd is coming up. Yes, the 3rd is coming up. The next month is coming up.
Okay.
October the 3rd.
Okay, so I'm making a note here of October the 3rd, DeAndre. Here's what I need you to do. Grab a pen and piece of paper for me, and I need you to take down some information because I'm going to put you on my calendar and call you back on October the 3rd.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when you have a pen and piece of paper.
Okay, I got it right now.
Okay, let me give you the website, and it's going to be a 10-digit number, okay?
Okay.
All right. 678
678
565
565
6414
6414
.com.
.com.
Right. And go ahead and take down my first name so that way you'll remember me when I give you a call back.
Okay.
All right. The first name is Jacque, and it's spelled the French way, so that's going to be Jacque.
JC. Okay.
QUE.
QUE.
Okay. All right. So this is what I want you to do. Go to that particular website as soon as we hang up. Take a look at that 9-minute video, and then give me a call back and just say, Jacque, I'm in, or Jacque, I'm out. Either which way is fine with me. If you're in, and let's just say I don't pick up the phone and you have to leave a message on my voicemail, if you're in, I'll give you a call back on October the 3rd and help you to get your account set up so you can start rocking and rolling and replacing that $800 a month income, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. Well, I appreciate you.
Okay, it won't.
Excuse me?
It won't totally replace it, huh? I still get that along with that, right?
Well, yeah. You know, when I say replace, I mean more so match and or exceed. You know, so again,
Okay.
We'll just see what works best for you. But go ahead and take a look at that 9-minute video, and then give me a call right back and just leave a message on my voicemail. Say, Jacque, I'm in, or Jacque, I'm out. If you're out, obviously you won't hear from me anymore. If you're in, I'll give you a call back on October the 3rd.
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. It's a pleasure meeting you, DeAndre. Have a great evening, brother.
All right, you too.
All right, goodbye.
Hello?
Hello, Sade.
Yes.
Hey, it's Jacque here in Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing this evening?
I'm not doing so good. What you calling about?
Okay, I know you don't recognize my name, and I apologize that you're not doing so well. But let me tell you why I'm calling, and you just let me know if the conversation proceeds, or needs to proceed, rather. Anyway, you had requested some information saying that you were serious about starting a business online to generate some additional income. I don't know if you're looking to supplement your income or replace your income. I'm calling you back with that information.
Replace.
Okay. All right, so that lets me know I'm talking to the right person and she's still serious, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just not doing so good right now. I've just been jumped a little while ago, so I'm still very interested. It's just right now, you know, my body hurts. Can we have this conversation maybe tomorrow when I'm feeling better? Because my head hurts.
Jacque, I'll definitely give you a call back tomorrow. I do apologize that, you know, somebody has
No,
done
that's
you,
okay. You didn't know.
yeah, an injustice. And so,
That's okay.
would it be better to give you a call in the
That's okay.
afternoon?
It's just the devil. Yeah, it's just the devil trying to hold me down. I'm okay. I'll be up ready and waiting on your call tomorrow. So.
Okay, tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening works better for you?
Can you call me in the morning or no?
I can call you in the morning.
You can call me in the afternoon. That's fine.
Okay, let's be more specific.
That's
Say
fine.
2 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
Let's do 2 o'clock.
2 p.m. I'll give you a call back at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Jacque, and I hope you feel better.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
All right.
you're welcome.
Have a good night.
Have a good evening.
Please leave your message for 313.
All right, Jason, if you could pause for just a moment, I just want to give a little feedback to our audience on the calls that we've had thus far.
Absolutely. We're paused.
Okay, all right, very well. So everybody heard the first conversation. That was Seth, and he was out of Ohio. Well, I told Seth that I would give him a call back, and I will, because I didn't know if the static or the phone connection was actually coming from my end or his end, and I could barely hear what he was saying. So versus try to figure it out and take 10 minutes to get through a conversation, I just told him I would give him a call back. All of you heard the conversation with DeAndre. And so I was able to uncover a few things simply, you know, by asking those questions. And that's really the key to effective communication with individuals on the phone that you don't know. Asking them questions to draw them out. And then I'm actually willing to give him a call back. One, you know, I feel sympathetic to him in that he's on Social Security. However, he's looking to do something more than just simply collect Social Security. But the whole key with him is I want him to go out and do his homework first, which is go take a look at my 9-minute video and give me a call back. So if he can go, if he goes and does those two things, then he's qualified to work with me, because if he's not willing to do those two things, then more than likely, even though on the third of the month he may have $20 to spend, once he comes in, he's not going to readily follow the instructions and the guidance that I'm going to give him, and versus being, you know, someone that could really enhance and build my team up, he could potentially prove to be someone that's just going to drain me with a gazillion questions and never take any action. And again, I don't know much about him, but he seems like a very good individual. So I'm confident that more than likely he'll call back. And then obviously our last call that we just had there was Jacque. She just experienced, you know, some real life trauma/drama. However, she was very open to receiving the information, so I'll be giving her a call back tomorrow. And again, understand that during the course of making calls, you're going to encounter all types of people in all types of situations, and you have to be sympathetic to their needs, wants, and desires, but at the same time be business and professional enough to qualify or disqualify them without being rude. So, Jason, we can go back to making the calls, please.
Okay, here we go. Jacque, I figure I'd let it ring maybe 4 times.
Okay,
That way
that's
it's
all
not
right.
continuing. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Valerie, how's it going this evening?
Getting yourself.
Excuse me?
Getting yourself.
Oh, I'm actually doing pretty good. I definitely appreciate you asking. Let me tell you who I am and tell you why I'm calling, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. I'm Jacque, and I'm actually out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I see you're there in Ontario, California, and I'm getting back to you, Valerie, with the information that you requested about working from home and building a business online. Is this a good time to speak for a few minutes?
Yeah, why not?
Excuse me?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. So let me ask you, Valerie, and again, if you don't mind me asking you, what has you in a position that you're actually looking for a way to build a business and generate some additional income?
I take care of my 91-year-old grandma that has dementia, and I can't afford to leave her by herself. And I'm the only one that takes care of her. I only get paid $400 a month from her, and that's my only source of income.
Okay.
So I need money pretty much, and nobody else will help me.
Wow. Okay. Now, just to make sure that I have the facts correct, you said you take care of your 91-year-old grandmother, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you said that the income there is about $400 a month, correct?
Yeah, that's what she pays me out of her pocket.
Okay.
Me and my
Got it.
fiance to stay here to take care of her.
Okay. And is that what you do full-time, Valerie?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
24/7.
Okay, 24/7. Okay, very well. As far as your previous work experience or business experience, what are some things that you've done in the past where you've been successful?
I've been in customer service. I've been in, I've worked with people at the hospital, at Chino Valley Hospital, and I've worked as a catering business as well as I did office stuff.
Okay. Give me one quality that you possess, Valerie, that leads you to believe you would be successful running your own business online.
Because I'm determined and I would do anything to make sure I manage it. I'm the only one that will be managing it to the fullest.
Okay. If you could just repeat that one quality to me again, because you're breaking up a little bit, but I'm trying to listen as closely as I can. Again, one quality that leads you to believe you will be successful running your own business online.
Because I'm determined and I'm the only one that would be the one in charge of it. So I would have to be on it every day and to be getting income.
Okay, very well. So you're a very determined individual then, correct?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay, great. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, you're kind of curious, 10 being, Jacque, I'm absolutely serious about starting a business. Give yourself a number between 1 and 10.
I am 10. I really want to start a business. I want to start the income. I need to be my own boss.
Okay. That sounds very, very good, Valerie. And I absolutely love to work with individuals that are 10s. Now, in order to prove that you're a 10, I need you to take a couple action steps. First thing I need you to do is grab a pen and a piece of paper for me to take down some information.
Okay, I have one.
Okay, great. I'm going to give you a website, and then I'm going to give you my name, and then after I give you that, I want you to repeat it back to me, and then I'll tell you what you need to do with it, okay?
Okay.
All right, very well. So the website address is going to be a 10-digit number. Here we go. It's going to be, it's going to be 678 565
Okay.
6414 .com.
Okay.
.com at the end.
Correct.
Okay, if you could repeat that back to me real quick.
678-565-6414.com.
Very good. Now, let me give you my first name, Valerie. The first name is Jacque, and it's spelled the French way, so that's going to be J-A-C.
Okay.
Q-U-E.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do, because all the 10s that I work with, Valerie, they're very successful in this business, and they're also action takers. I need you to go to that website, watch the 9-minute video, and as soon as you finish, give me a call back. Now, you may or may not be directed to my voicemail. If you do get my voicemail, just say, Jacque, I'm in. However, I have some questions, or say, Jacque, this is not for me. We're going to keep it really, really simple, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate your time. Excuse me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yes.
Yeah, the website that I gave you, Valerie, is actually the phone number, too, and it should be in your caller ID. It should be 678-565-6414.
Okay, yeah. So they have.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to make it real simple for you because I knew we'd be speaking this evening, okay?
Okay.
All right, very well.
Thank you. Then I'll give you a call back if I'm interested or if not. Either way.
Okay, I appreciate that. Have a great evening.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Jason, on the next one, I'll leave a message.
Okay, sounds good. Jacque, I'll go to the next one.
Hello?
Nisha.
Hello?
Nisha. Yes, Nisha. Can you hear me?
Can?
You said you can hear me, correct?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. Nisha, this is Jacque. I'm actually up here in Atlanta, Georgia. I see you're down there in Macon, Georgia, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yes. I'm actually giving you a call because I'm getting back to you with some information that you had requested about working online and starting your own business from the comforts of your home. Am I catching you at a good time to speak for a few minutes?
Actually, on the other line with my sister. Can you
Okay.
call me back in about 30 minutes?
Call you back in about 30 minutes. So that's going to put us at 9:15. I'll give you a call back at 9:15 on the dot, and I'll have about 5 minutes that I'll need of your time. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Tell your sister I said hello, even though she doesn't know me, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Okay, Jacque, we want to make one more dial, or you want to open up for a Q&A?
Let's go ahead and see if we can get one more person on the line. And if we don't, I'll just leave a voicemail, and then we'll open it up for Q&A.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Hello?
Danielle, how's it going this evening?
Hold on, please.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hello, Danielle. How's it going this evening?
Good.
That's wonderful. I know you're probably wondering who in the world is calling me from Atlanta, Georgia, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, Danielle, this is Jacque Morris. I'm actually giving you a call from my home here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm getting back to you with some information that you had requested about working online and starting your own business from the comforts of your home. Am I catching you at a good time to speak for a few minutes?
Yes, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
No, it's work from home. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, wonderful. Well, again, it's a pleasure to meet you meet you over the phone meet with you over the phone this evening. So I just wanted to ask you a few quick questions so that way I could get a feel for what you may or may not be looking for and to see if our particular business and program is a good fit for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what is it that currently has you in a position that you're even open to taking a look at something that's alternative to the everyday 9-to-5 job?
Well, right now I live with my mother. I'm actually a mother myself. My son, well, let me start from the bottom.
I had a child about 2 years ago. Right now, it's up here. I live in New Jersey. It's really hard finding jobs. So I'm currently on TANF. But being on TANF, I have to be at a job every day from 9 to 3:30 so that I can pick up my son. But 9 times out of 10, my son is sick or his school is closed or something's happening with the daycare. So I'm just at like my wit's end with jobs, and I just really want to work from home until he's about 5.
Wow, that is a wonderful why and/or reason for an individual to actually, pursue their own business and working from home. So in your previous experience, have you ever ran any type of business or been in any type of a management or supervisory or supervisory position?
Not really. I haven't been able to jumpstart myself into any work career because most of it is like having experience, and I'm not that experienced. I have a lot of skills, but I haven't been able to show them because no jobs up here are really, like, going to work jobs up here is, like, really hard to find.
Okay. Now, I noticed that you mentioned skills. Share some of those skills with me that you believe you possess that would lead you to be successful running your own business from home online.
Well, I'm a problem solver. I'm really a go-getter in most things. The place that I work at now is Catholic Charities, and there I do administrative and clerical work. So the case managers there, they usually have me, like, tap into some of their work, which is handling people's cases, speaking to people over the phone, processing people's applications, and things like that, making phone calls, things like that.
Wonderful. Excellent. Now, let me ask you a real simple question. You may even think it's a crazy question, but it's very essential to our business. Do you know how to copy and paste?
Yes.
Okay, great. Are you familiar with Amazon and eBay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Our business model, Danielle, revolves around those two companies and the skill set to actually, or the skill set and or ability to copy and paste. Now, you sound like you may be a good fit for what we're doing. However, I don't know and won't know until I provide you some information and you actually go take a look at it. So at this time, if you could grab a pen and a piece of paper, I'm going to give you that information and then tell you what I need for you to do with it, okay?
Okay, 1 second. Paper. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, very well. So first, let me give you my name. It's Jacque, and I'm going to spell that for you. It's Jacque. That's my first name.
Okay.
All right. Now let me give you the website address. It's going to be a 10-digit number, and then it's going to be .com. So that number for the website address is going to be 678 565
Okay.
6414
Okay.
.com. So if you could repeat that back to me real quick.
678 565-6414.com.
Very well. Now, pay attention to that number because that's also my direct number here to my home office. So here's what I need you to do, Danielle. When you go to that site, it's about a 9-minute video. I need you to go there as soon as possible. Take a look at that 9-minute video. Give me a call back on that same number, 678-565-6414. And more than likely, it's going to direct right to my voicemail. So just leave a message. Say, Jacque, I went to the website, looks good, I have some questions. Or say, Jacque, I went to the website, didn't like what I saw, it's not a fit for me. Either which way is fine for me. I'm just trying to see if this is a good fit for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then if you like what you see and you have questions, I'll give you a call back. We'll discuss the next steps. If you don't like it, that's fine, and, I wish you success in whatever you pursue, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. Well, have a good evening, Danielle, and hopefully I'll be talking to you later.
Okay.
All right, have a good one.
Goodbye.
All right. So, Reginald, if you could open up the line and see if anybody has questions. I can take questions here for about a good 15 or so minutes, maybe 20. It depends on how many questions that we have. Before we actually, well, I guess you guys heard, you guys heard those calls. Obviously, what was her name? Nasia. She was on the phone with her sister. So one of the things that I'll do is, somebody tells me they're on the phone, they're busy, they need me to call back. I'll always tell them, or not always, but sometimes, I'll tell them to tell the other person that I said hello. Again, I'm trying to make a friend. I'm trying to get the person to laugh, to warm up to me, because they don't know me. And I want them to feel as though this guy that's on the phone, he's a genuine person. He's not just calling me trying to get me into his program or shove some information down my throat or sell me on something. This is a real, genuine person. And then Danielle there, stand with her mother, has a son that's about 2 years old. She talked about her skill sets, which is what impressed me the most, in that individuals that she works with actually have her to help out with some of her work, some of their work, and then she doesn't mind getting on the phone speaking with people. So I know if she sees the 9-minute video, she's going to be thoroughly impressed. She should give me a call back. As far as her having the capital to start, I really don't know what her position is there. But again, I'm just sorting because that's what professionals do. Professionals sort, amateurs sell. So if you get good at sorting and asking the right questions, then this whole prospecting game and bringing people into your business, sponsoring, enrolling, whatever you want to call it, it becomes quite natural, very simple, and you just simply make the connections, work the numbers, and do your due diligence by following up and following through. So we'll take some questions. And again, Reggie, if you could open up the line for questions.
All right. Before we do that, because someone asked the question before it slipped my mind.
Okay.
Jason, if you can explain the different lead types on the website, 'cause a lot of people are confused about that. And also maybe explain the difference between these leads and maybe a solo ad, because some people are confused about that as well. And then we'll open up the line.
Okay.
Okay, well, honestly, Reggie, that could take quite a while. We probably have, I'm going to say, 8 to 10 different lead products on the website. So it could be pretty time-consuming for me to go over each of the lead products. If it's okay, I can go ahead and recover the lead type that we called this evening, but if it's okay, I would encourage people to call the toll-free number there. It's going to lead them directly to our customer support team. If they have a particular question about a particular product or products, they can get all their questions answered there. It just wouldn't be feasible for me to go through each of the lead products, explain them in detail. It would take quite some time. Then I don't think we'd have time for questions. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. So maybe you can cover the other question in about this and the solo ad.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so just to recap, the lead product that we called on this evening was the phone verified interviewed lead. This is the lead where individuals are initially responding to an online advertisement, requesting information about making money online or making money from home online. We then deliver that inquiry to our call center and have one of our live agents actually contact the prospect. And the purpose of contacting them is, one, to verify their information, two, to verify their interest, and three, to verify that they are in fact open to receiving a telephone call from someone such as yourself. Now, again, just going back to that expectation thing that I talked about at the beginning of the call, you will undoubtedly encounter some folks that tell you that they did not request information or they are not interested any longer. That's okay. That is to be expected. It's nothing personal. It's just the way it goes. It's part of the territory, I guess, is the saying when calling leads. So just keep that in mind. But for the most part, just to give you a quick breakdown here this evening, guys, we dialed for 38 minutes. We connected 18 times, and that also includes some voicemails and whatnot. But we scheduled, out of the 7 conversations that we had, we scheduled, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are interested. So six out of the 7 of the prospects that Jacque spoke with were interested. We were able to get them, Jacque was able to get them the information. Now, obviously, it's up to them to take the initiative and go to that next step that was laid out for them. But as you can see here, within 40 minutes to be able to connect with 6 to 7 people and get them the information that's going to expose your business. I mean, it can really, now, keep in mind, it brings up a good point. We use a system here called the phone burner. Actually, our contact management system is something that's going to be added to the UOPleads.com store, but there's a phone burner dialer system within that system that can really help you streamline. Essentially, your leads are going to be loaded automatically into it. You go in and you set up and you start a dialing session. What it does is it makes the calls for you rather than having to sit there and hand-peck each prospect's number and stare at a spreadsheet and bug your eyes out. It does everything for you. It pulls up the prospect's name and information in big, bold font. It allows you to take notes. You can schedule follow-up appointments. There's a lot of bells and whistles that are included with this particular system. So that's what we use tonight. And as you can see, in less than 40 minutes, we were able to talk to several people and schedule, several appointments, have them take a look at the information, and hopefully, next week we'll ask Jacque once again for an update on how these particular individuals panned out. So the other part of the question was the clicks. If you go to UOPleads.com, there's one of the tabs is clicks to your page. This is strictly business opportunity traffic that we're going to, you place an order through for that particular product. We are going to drive targeted business opportunity traffic to preferably a capture page. Obviously, the whole point of getting people exposed to your business is to give them an opportunity to request information from you. So if you are considering that particular lead product, make sure you are entering a capture page URL, one of your whether it be a replicated capture page or maybe you have your own capture page developed. But the whole point of that is we're going to drive targeted business opportunity traffic to your page, get them, hopefully we pique the prospect's interest with your offer and information, and at that point they can opt in and request additional information. Now, the majority of our traffic, a lot of times I get asked this question, the majority of our traffic is generated via email. So what that means is people, the prospects that are receiving email initially express an interest, they requested information from us, so in turn, we email market to them. Now, they receive an email, they click on the link within the body of the email. As soon as they do so, we're going to direct them to your capture page. Okay? Again, that's the majority of our traffic. We also do banner advertising. Most of you are probably familiar with that. If you're on Facebook, obviously you've seen various banners or some other websites. Banners are everywhere. And we also do PPC, which is, again, search engine, ads, so on and so forth. But it's important. I stress the email aspect of our traffic because it tends to deliver the highest quality. The person initially requested the information. Now we send them an email. They're intrigued by what we're offering to them. Once again, they click on the site. They're taken to your capture page, and again, hopefully the end result, the desired result there is to get them to opt in and request information from you. So that's very turnkey. Reginald had mentioned in the beginning here, to get started, to go out there and learn the whole process of internet marketing and social media marketing and all that. I mean, certainly we encourage you to do that. I mean, there are many effective ways and proven ways to grow your business. It just happens to be with something as simple as calling leads or getting traffic to your page, which is offered there on the uopleads.com site. It's very turnkey. You don't have to be an expert to get plugged in and get started. Now, obviously, developing your phone skill set is essential, and that's why we're here to support you with that. And, of course, we're going to be hosting the weekly training calls. So there's a lot of tools that we're making available to you. But for those of you that are just looking to get going right away and you want to start marketing your website, again, get over there to the uopleads.com and click on the clicks to your page, and it'll reiterate a lot of the information I covered with you here. If you have any questions that you're not thinking of here when we open it up, feel free to contact us, and again, we'd be happy to assist you in any way that we can. In the room yesterday, right?
All right. If anyone else has a question, please press *6 to unmute to ask your question. And once you're done asking your question, press *6 to leave back.
Yes, Reggie?
Yes.
Yeah, I just had a quick question for Jacque. He didn't get to that part because there was no voicemail, but just real quick, what would you leave for a voicemail? I was just curious. Thanks.
Okay, and who just asked that question? Who actually just asked that question?
Sorry, Jacque. It's John. I'm here in Portland, buddy. How are you?
Okay, pretty good. All right, John, here's exactly how the voice, well, there's a few different variations that I have to the voicemail. Again, I don't follow a script. I just try to create a sense of urgency. So let's just say I were calling you, your voicemail picked up, and let's say you sounded like a real sharp individual. I probably would compliment you. I'd say something like, hey, John, it's Jacque out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Man, I absolutely love that voicemail message that you have there. Anyway, just to be really brief, you requested some information online. I have that information that you requested, but I'll need you to give me a call back as soon as possible because I have a lot of individuals requesting the information. Here's my number, John, 678-565-6414. Let me repeat that for you, 678-565-6414. I look forward to speaking with you. That's it. And again, there's different variations to it, but that's just one.
Great. Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else have a question? First,
Hey, Jacque.
I have a question.
Hello, Jacque. This is Wilton.
Okay. All right. I heard three people at one time. We'll let the lady go first. I heard the lady's voice first.
Thank you. I have a question. I want to know, is there any particular reason why when you connect with a prospect, you don't ask for them, you just go in right to, like saying their name? Does that make a difference or what?
Yes. Excellent question. So the reason I do that is because when a telemarketer typically calls, they will say something to the effect, may I speak to so-and-so? And you kind of get that feeling like, I really don't want to speak to this person. So then when I'm calling individuals, I assume that it's the person that answers the phone. Like I think maybe with Danielle, that was her mother that answered the phone. But my assumption that if it's a woman's name and a woman picks up, it's that woman. If it's a man's name and I hear a man's voice, it's that man. And sometimes you have to get through what is called the gatekeeper, which is the husband or the wife. They're more or less like, how do you know so-and-so? So again, I always assume it's that person, or I'll try to speak in a way as if I already know that person. So I'm saying, hey, Danielle, and they're like, no, hold on for a second. Versus me saying, may I speak to Danielle, and they're like, well, who is this? Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Thank you.
Okay, very well. All right, who has the next question?
Hey, Jacque, this is Will.
You said Will?
Yeah.
Okay, if you speak up a little bit for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jacque, first of all, I really enjoyed the training, man. It was awesome. My question is, I did purchase some leads and from UOP leads. They're the tour redirects where there's actually, they actually are redirected to my landing page.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm supposed to call them after they watch the landing page. How would you approach one of those? How would you?
The way that I would approach somebody that has just been on my landing page or had just been on my website, and I know because, you know, I get the email information, a lot of times what I'll do, if I can catch it in time, I will call that person like literally in the middle of them watching the video, because I want them to have a shock factor, because a lot of times in this industry, people are used to getting bombarded with emails, but then when you connect with them on the phone, you know, really, really quickly, you've instantly made a good impression. So I would call you and say, hey, Will, I see you just opted into my website and you're taking a look at the video, correct? And you would be like, yes. So I would just, you know, just ask a couple quick questions, then let you get back to the video and probably tell you, you know, to give me a call back once you finish, or if I don't hear back from you, I'll give you one call back in 24 hours. Now, let's just say that you visited my website earlier this morning, and I'm just getting in this afternoon. I saw you visited the site. I would call you, say, hey, Will, you know, this is Jacque. You were on my site earlier. I'm going to assume that you had the opportunity to take a look at the video. What did you like best about the information that you saw? That's what I asked. And then you'll proceed to tell me. And then I'll ask you, what else did you like about the information? You'll tell me what else that you liked. And the reason I'm asking you those questions is because I want you to sell me on why this information is good to you and also why you should be a part of my team. And then after I ask you those couple questions there, I would say something to the effect of, Will, can you see yourself being successful in our business? Because the bottom line is, if you can't see it, I can't see it for you. And then after that, I'll probably proceed to go ahead and, you know, seal the deal and close it up.
Great, man. I really enjoyed you. Thanks a lot.
All right, no problem at all. Appreciate you, Will. Next question?
Hey,
Jacque, can you hear me?
Okay.
All right, ladies always have to go first. All right, the lady's voice I heard?
Okay, this is Gwen. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Everybody that you spoke to tonight, they did not see your VSD page. They've never seen it, because I'm thinking if we have a page, lead capture page, some of ours go straight, once they opt in, it goes straight to the corporate VSD page. So everybody that you talked to tonight, they had never seen that movie. This will be their first time?
That is correct.
Is that what you suggest?
You know, it really all just depends. You know, if you want, and when you're working leads on the phone, you can send somebody to a capture page, you know, if you want to get them on your list. But because I've connected with you on the phone, for me, it's pretty much, I'm going to make a good enough impression to try to get you to the information and collect a decision. If not, or if the timing is not right, like my guy out there in, I think he was in Nevada, and he said October the 3rd, then if you say, well, Jacque, give me a call back in two or 3 months, I can put you on my desktop calendar. You know, I'm not opposed to giving you a call back, because for a lot of individuals, it's about timing and circumstance. And when you're working the phones, you know, you're able to find out what those circumstances are, because people are not going to respond back for the most part in an email and give you all the information that I'm able to extract from you on the phone. Does that make sense?
You think, to do what like you did tonight, and put them in a position where before you talk to them, they've never seen that corporate, you know.
No, they've probably never heard of DSD. And if you notice, I never mentioned my company to them. You know, I mentioned Amazon and eBay, you know, to the one lady, something they can relate to. But no, they've never seen any of the information, and they don't know who I am. I've never spoken to them. I've never sent them an email.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So when we put a page out there, it's to do it in that way so that it'll be more generic, so that when we talk to them and send them to our website, the corporate website, that'll be the first time they're ever seeing it. That's the best way, Jeff, to start out being generic so that when they see the corporate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good way to start out. Yeah, and again, that's just the way that I do it. And it's a good way to start out, you know, and you can always fine-tune or develop your own style of how you want to present and or direct people to the information.
Okay, great. We have 2 minutes to call that lady back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thank you.
All right. Next question.
Hey, Jacque, Steve out of Chicago.
Okay.
Hey, Jacque, my question is, because people live in different time zones in North America, what are the best times you found in your experience to make those dials?
Essentially somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Typically, I will not call anybody outside of 9 p.m. in their time zone. Most individuals are home during the evenings because the majority of people work during the day. However, if you can connect or get in contact with somebody on the phone during the day, perhaps when you're on lunch break, if you have a job or something like that, more than likely that individual is in a better frame of mind because it's the middle of the day. You know, they're kind of relaxed. They probably don't have many distractions going on, and they're able to give you their undivided attention, whereas in the evenings, people are trying to get the kids ready. They're trying to do homework. They're trying to get dinner. You know, they're trying to get ready for the next day, et cetera, et cetera. But evenings, more people at home. During the day, you know, less distractions.
Okay.
All right, very well. Any more questions?
Andrea from Virginia.
Okay.
I appreciate everything. My question is, what makes you not use a script, and how do you get over your fear of starting a conversation?
Excellent question. In the beginning, when I first started out, I did use scripts. I would literally read those scripts or talk through those scripts word for word, and I would close people into my business. So scripts do work. However, scripts are like crutches. You know, if you break a leg and you're on crutches, well, eventually as your leg heals, you want to get rid of those crutches and just simply walk on your own two legs. So it's the same way with the script. You know, when you don't have a script, you sound very natural, and you're really connecting and listening to what the person is saying. When you do have a script, you know, it sounds more scripted, more robotic, and versus really listening to that person, you're more so thinking about your script and trying to get to the next part of your script. In the beginning, you may have to use a script. And quite honestly, when I first got on the phones, even though I knew I could do it, I was scared. I was afraid. But as far as getting over the fear, you just simply have to do it. You know, and you have to do it consistently, because if you don't do it consistently, you will make up any and every excuse in the book that you can, or better yet, your mind will, as to why you're not picking up the phone. If you do it consistently, you'll get past that barrier, and then once you understand how powerful the phone is with regards to connecting with people, you will realize that you can build an organization using a phone as big as you want. Does that help?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. All right, so...
Hey, Jacque.
Okay, go ahead.
What's going on, buddy? This is Kerry, Mr. Excitement, Bronx, New York.
Love excitement, baby, in the building. Talk to me, bro.
In the building, baby. You know, I just want to say, man, I broke out my Danny Johnson script book because, and audio, because it's been a while since I've done the phone burner and stuff like that. Quick, is the feature still there where it goes to voicemail and you're already on to the next call and it leaves the pre-recorded voicemail message automatically?
Correct. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I don't think everybody knows that, when you're clicking off, not waiting to leave a physical voicemail, that it's doing that in the background.
Right. That feature is available. We're not utilizing it right now just due to the training, and because not everybody may not want to use the phone burner. So if they're just utilizing their phone, that's why I'll sometimes leave messages on these calls in real time.
All right, to give them an example of the type of message that you leave. Okay, great.
Correct.
Great. Also, I'm not sure if everybody notices when you're talking, it sounds like you got your feet up and you're like having just a regular conversation like, hey, great, how's it going over there? All right. It doesn't sound like you're like stiff. You're like really laid back on like you know this person already.
That's the whole key. Act like you know them before you call them. In your mind, you have to already frame okay, this person picks up sounds like this. This is how I'm going to come across, and then it'll just start to happen naturally. So that's how I feel. Like literally, I know these people, and if somebody didn't know that I was actually calling people that I'd never spoken to before, you would think that I know these people and they know me because they warm up to me.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, man.
All right. Next question, guys. Well, really don't have any time, but if somebody has another quick question or two, I'll take those, and then I'll have to give Nasia a call back. Any more questions? All right, so no more questions. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for coming out this evening. Reginald, I'll go ahead and let you close it out, Captain.
All right, everybody. So thank you all for coming out to the call tonight. Make sure that you're sharing this with your team members, people who may not even be on your team. Just share the word. We're definitely providing to you a generic training to show you how to prospect and connect with prospects on the phone. If you're looking to purchase any leads tonight for your business so that you can connect the lead that we're using tonight with the phone verified, verified leads.
Phone verified interviewed.
Okay. Yeah, I knew there was something else in there. Phone verified interview lead, which is
hey,
the
Reggie,
most
not to
qualified
interrupt
lead you get.
Reggie,
Okay.
not to interrupt you, but the lady from California is giving a call back. Let me chat with her, and then I'll come back and tell everybody what happened on this conversation. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So that's the most qualified lead that you could get. So you can go to uopleads.com. Again, that's uopleads.com. And before we wrap it up, Jason, can you give your email address? Some people were saying they were still waiting on the leads for the free offer last week.
Yeah, so absolutely. Yep. And just to add to that, guys, the phone verified interview lead, we are running a promotion. It's been extended. So when you go over to uopleads.com, you're going to see the banner there. You can receive up to 20% more leads free with your order. So just take a look at that and check out the details on that offer. If you have any questions, I got to meet with you, many of you, via email and many via Facebook, so it's always nice to put a face to a name or vice versa. Go ahead and send me an email. You can reach me. My email address is jason@goldstandardleads.com. So Jason, Jason, @gold, GOLD, standard, STANDARD, leads, LEADS.com. Jason@goldstandardleads.com. If you were on the call last week and you are still waiting to receive your leads, definitely send me an email because many of you I did not hear from initially, but then you did email me and made me aware that you did set up the account. So just give me a heads up on that. Send over an email and I'll get you squared away, and I'll reply back to you right away and let you know that the leads are set up. And just to give you a heads up, the leads are going to be delivered to you in real time. You're going to receive 25 25 real-time nationwide leads, short form. So those are folks, again, out there responding, requesting information about generating additional income from home. And as soon as they inquire, we deliver that lead to your email. So you could literally receive a notification that you've got a new lead, and you call that prospect. They could very well be sitting in front of their computer looking at information that they were out there researching. So I encourage you to get back with those folks as soon as you receive the notifications. Typically, the sooner the better. So just keep an eye out for that. But if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me. Send me an email. Most likely, I'm going to be asking for some feedback next week when next week's live dial call. So I'll send out an email, and typically anytime I ask for feedback, I like to offer some more free leads, so just keep an eye out for that. And, you know, it's really important that we come together on this call and we ask the questions. You know, there's a lot of value here. We encourage you to ask questions because when you ask questions, we all learn together. So it's just, I just want to encourage you to continue to step out there like you have been, and we certainly appreciate it, and just want everyone to learn and take away as much as possible from the training calls here that we're offering to you. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it back to you, Reggie, and I know Jacque was maybe going to hop back on here, but anything else you want to line? Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm back on the line. Just to give everybody a real quick update, that was the lady from California, Valerie, with the grandmother that she takes care of, and she was brief and to the point. She said, I don't think it's for me. I didn't try to convince her. I didn't ask her why she didn't think it was for her. I just simply want to collect a decision and move on to the next prospect. And that's what you do when you're prospecting. You're just simply collecting decisions, not trying to convince anybody. So I wanted to give that update. And, again, appreciate everybody coming out, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Jacque. Appreciate it. Thank you, Reginald. Appreciate the opportunity, guys. Good night.